Hi guys, this is Erin from Soul Song Symphony, and today we're going to talk about interpreting signs from the universe. And when I say universe, I mean, divine energy, God, whatever you want to call it, whatever label you put on it, that's what I'm talking about. So it's how the universe is speaking to you. And it is speaking to you whether you're listening or not. So it is going to be providing you the signs, and it's up to you to see them, to pay attention to them, and not let them pass you by. So the first thing is, not everything is a sign. So don't be looking into every single thing that happens, but what you should do is pay attention to things that are unusual or repetitive, and look them up if you need to, if you don't understand the meaning behind them, and figure out what the universe is telling you. So if you have an animal or an insect that's coming to you or doing something unusual, pay attention to what the insect or animal is doing, and that will give you even more insight into what exactly the meaning is of that sign. So for example, I had a friend who was going to see a medium, and she's had a hawk fly into her window that day, and she thought initially, oh, maybe this is a good sign. I saw a hawk, that's great. And then we thought about it, and we said, well, that's a hawk flying into a window, so that's, hawk is a symbol of higher wisdom, and the window is it knocking itself out and falling flat. So that may not be a good sign for your medium talk later. And it ended up that that medium talk did not go that well, and that person didn't give her the insight that she was looking for. So that hawk was sort of an advanced symbol from the universe saying, hey, like, this isn't really going to be what you think it's going to be, so just FYI. And but it's good to sort of have that heads up going into things, so you can be more aware. The other thing is, one time when I was starting to do the Soul Song Symphony prep, I kept seeing bees not getting off the ground. They were like on the ground, fluttering around, not taking off, going in circles. And bees are a symbol of productivity, communication, community. And what I realized it was saying to me is that, I was kind of spinning my energy in circles, and I needed to really make some progress and take some steps forward and just, get this off the ground. And that was what the bee was trying to tell me. So that's the type of thing where, when you're paying attention to what the animal is doing, it can give you more information about what direction you should be taking with your life. A couple other things you may want to pay attention to if you're going to make a big decision. Think about what's happening, in the universe, communication to you at that time. So if you are going to go tell off your boss or a family member about something you're mad about, and you're driving and you hit 3 red lights in a row while you're thinking about it, and then you hear the song on the radio play, Stop in the Name of Love. That is probably a sign from the universe saying, don't do whatever telling off you were planning on doing, stop that, stop that thinking, take another course of action. And those are the subtle signs that you could miss if you're not really paying attention and thinking about them as, universal communication to you. Another example is, if you've sort of asked the universe for something, pay attention to how it will respond to that request. So for example, I went to try to go to salsa one night, and I couldn't find a babysitter. And I said, well, the universe, do you want me to go salsa dancing tonight? Help me figure out how to find a babysitter. Otherwise, I'm not going. So then I went to the barn, and there are some people that work there, and one of the women said, hey, if you ever need a babysitter, I'd be happy to do it. I was like, okay, yes, can you do it tonight? Can you come over in 5 hours? And she could, and she watched my daughter, and I was able to go salsa dancing. So, that was a sign, a response back from the universe to my request to get some help. And when the sign comes, take it and act on it. Another one that I've had in my life was a really big one, actually, and it was, I was trying to decide whether to go out and help my brother when he was going through a rough time, and he lives on the other coast, so I would have had to, on very short notice, leave my job for a week and figure out how someone was going to take care of my daughter and my dog, and make a quick decision to go out there. And I was struggling with making that decision because of all the coordination involved. And I go to read a book to my daughter, and I pick one out, and she says, no, that's not the right book, and she wants a different one, and she went and picked out this book, Julius, Baby of the World. And I start reading it, and it's about a little girl whose parents have a baby boy. And at first, she really is not feeling this little brother. He is slimy, he's yucky, he's gross, he's annoying, he cries, she doesn't understand why they like him so much. And every time that she says this about him, the parents always say, Julius is the baby of the world, and we basically need to love him and tell him wonderful things. And so this goes on for a while, and the little girl's family has a party for the baby, and her cousin comes over, and her little cousin, she says, "Oh, this is my brother, isn't he great?" And the cousin says, "Oh, that baby's gross and slimy and yucky and stinky," and all the things that she had been saying about him. And the little girl goes, "Hey, that's my brother you're talking about. He's a baby of the world, and, he deserves love," and all this stuff. And then I was bawling at this point reading this book. Tears were streaming down my face because I knew the universe was saying, you need to go out and help your brother, and he's a baby of the world, so get out there and help him do whatever he needs to do. So those are all examples that I've had in my life. So, these type of communications can come through any means, really. It can be a book, it can be an animal, it can be a person, it can be something you read, it can be a picture, a situation. It's all different types of things the universe is speaking to you through. So just be paying attention to it and take notice. And if you see a theme occurring, then look that up or read it, use your intuition to sort of understand what that might mean to you. And that will really help you in your life. And it's helped me make some big decisions, and also just help get me moving in a different direction when I'm sort of headed the wrong way. So I hope that was useful to you. If you have any questions, feel free to make a comment in the comment section. And if you're interested in more of these types of topics, you can follow my YouTube channel. And you can also visit us over on Facebook and like the Soul Song Symphony page, and you will get even more inspiration on how to live your best life. All right, thanks guys. Have a good day.